Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tyranny, Bastard's Wound. In the last episode we mostly did side quests. Let's see, what did we do? So we learned about this gambling ring, where people were basically betting on that which beastmen would come back alive after their patrol into Oldwalls and fighting against the Bane. And then, I think her name was Aisley, Jaspos, the so-called Master of Napping's wife, told us that Incipit Moniker, who is the Scarlet Fury, now basically Wagstaff's underling, has been coming to the Oldwalls pretty much every night when everyone is asleep and they are not watching, and she thought that is very suspicious. And so we followed Incipit Moniker to the Oldwalls, and we ended up to a corridor which was then blocked by a firewall or fire barrier of some sort. And then we got some sort of a relic or talisman or whatever it was, which we found from Incipit Moniker's campsite. But then when we came back here to the Oldwalls, we ended up here for some reason. There's no. This is a completely different corridor, and there's no fire barriers here or anything. So that's a bit confusing. I don't know exactly where we are, but we are in the Oldwalls still. So without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the game. So. Oh, a bronze war mace. It's two-handed. I guess I could give this to Barak. Now, what's behind the door number 1? Oh my. There's a... seems to be a dead ginger beastman, or beastwoman. Dead Woundkin. Oh yeah, so those were the Woundkin. So that's the name of their tribe, I think. This Woundkin appears to have died recently. Let's examine the body. The corpse of a Woundkin lays in a heap at your feet. While the corpse is cold, the lack of decay suggests the beast recently met its end. Examine injuries to the corpse or look for signs of struggle. Well, let's check out the injuries first. Broken bones distend the Woundkin's heavily bruised flesh. The injuries appear to have been caused by a large blunt object. So someone used a hammer or something. Does she have anything on her? Forge-bound armor fragment. A small piece of blood splattered forge-bound armor. It appears to have been ripped off by beastman claws. Aha. So someone working for Jaspos possibly did this. Oh yeah, here's the quest. So Rostrom Lenk believes that Mel, the wound spooky, is cheating. He asks you to investigate the matter. And you discovered the evidence that a forge-bound smith is responsible for the death beastman. Mel implicated Tonves when you spoke to him earlier. Oh yeah, so there's this Tonves guy who has been killing some of the strongest beastmen, so that the weaker ones would win the bet, and he and Mel would win the bets. Okay, and here. Oh, look at that! Phantom Shade. Is that a... No, it's not a pet, I think. Okay, so 5% critical deflection, plus 5% hit precision, safe landing, immunity to prone. That sounds very, very bloody good. While most cats spend the day napping and hunt at night, this little black kitten does neither. While he accepts food placed in front of him, he mostly stares blankly ahead, his silent vigil interrupted by the occasional yawn. With Phantom Shade curled against your side, you feel particularly wary of the dangers of Terratus. Aww. Who should we give this to? Maybe this would benefit Kills in Shadow the most. And then, let's see what we have here. Heavy bronze boots. Yeah, this seems to be slightly better. Actually no, this has even less armor. But we do get some more recovery, but that doesn't really help. Or it's not that beneficial to our character. Not as much as it is to Ebb and Lantry, for instance, but let's take it with us anyway. Put some of this stuff over here. Actually, that stays there. We pick that up. Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't think I lose 1 armor for 0.1 more recovery is worth it. But wait, can we go anywhere else from here?
Can't do that.
No, and why is that glowing in yellow? I don't know. But it looks like we can't go anywhere else from here. Oh, I see. I guess we have to finish. Oh, there's still some loot here, at least according to the map. What have? Oh, here. Tearforged bronze great spear. I don't think that I have really any character who would benefit from this. Maybe Barrick could use it, but I don't know. So yeah, so like I was saying, maybe we have to complete this gambling ring side quest first before we can use the same before we can use the teleporter to get back to the fire barrier. I think that's what's going on here. Okay, and now let's see. So now that we know that Tonves is a forge bound, or at least working for Jaspos. So maybe we can find him from here. Tonves, it's this guy. The tanner tucks a small animal pelt into one of the many pockets adorning his smock before turning to face you. Is there a problem? You need something? What's your role in this settlement? Do you think Jaspos has the right to refer to himself as a master? I found a dead Beastwoman in Oldwalls. Know anything about that? Oh yeah, and in the last episode we were about to talk to Jaspos and tell him that we know that you are not the real master of napping, and that the tools that he wanted us to get for him were not actually his, but his actual masters. So we were about to tell him that and maybe even kill him for deceiving us like that, but the game didn't give us that option, because after we told him that no, I'm not gonna get you your tools, he then threw a small hissy fit and then refused to talk to us anymore. So yeah, so that's a bit weird. So let's start with this. What's your role in the settlement? This is my 3rd year apprenticing under Jaspos. Between that and trying to keep the settlement running, I'm never short on work. He flicks a chunk of animal fat from his belt buckle and glances around the chamber, frowning. Whenever I can, I slip away to the surface with the Woundkin for a good hunt. Caves and hollows aren't meant for the living. I'll get my materials from the kill, tusks for tools, hide for sturdy clothing. The rest goes to tents, cuts, and we haven't even gotten down to the meat. The Woundkin, they understand better than we do. I suppose I'm also a napper. Jaspos has to pass down his art, right? But everyone knows my passion and skill is in tanning. Now, so do you think Jaspos has the right to refer to himself as a master? That's none of my business. Titles aren't worth a damn. Real forge-bound let their hands and their creation speak for them. Yeah, that makes sense. That's basically what the real master of napping also told us, if I recall correctly. I learned a lot from Jaspos, and that only makes me a better napper and tanner. If that means I'm doing my part to keep the settlement standing, I'm satisfied. Point out gap in armor. You're bleeding right where your vampires has been damaged. Okay, let's go with that. I am. He raises his arm and glances at the torn metal, stuffing the gap hastily with a rag. Strange. I must have been distracted earlier. Probably snagged it on a spiked hammer while working. Another thing that'll need to be fixed. He shakes his head. Hold up the missing piece of armor. Recognize this? Confess. Well, let's just be blunt. I know you killed that Beastwoman. And I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Recognize this? Confess. Fuck. He snatches the missing piece of his vampires and throws it to the floor. I had to do it for Jaspos. That's as plain as I can say it. I respect our Woundkin. They are good warriors and neighbors. It pained me to do them harm. Now, why would Jaspos want to kill the Beastman? I'm quite sure that he was not involved in the gambling ring. But maybe he is. Why would Jaspos make you kill Beastman? Why did you bring Mel into this? Well, why did Jaspers want to kill the Beastman? He needs the Beastman bone for his sheaves. I don't know what sheaves are exactly, but whatever. Without it, we would all catch withering rot from the water. When Reef-Talon was still here, Woundkin could donate teeth and talon, and she would use her magic to make sure they regrew. Between that and Beastmen sometimes dying on the hunt, we had enough bone to keep the sheaves flowing all day. But with Reef-Talon gone, our hunters can't donate anymore. Jaspers told me that I had to find a way to gather Beastmen bones, or we'll all die. I didn't have a choice. So you decided that murdering Beastmen was the solution? What would you have done? Jaspers made it clear what we needed. If we didn't clean that water, we would all either die or be forced to the surface. Truth is that the wound is still going because of what I did. Well, but then again, there's also Wagstaff who is also cleansing the water, and as he claims, he's doing it better than Jaspers is. The Beastmen always eat their fallen and leave the hide and bones behind. All I needed to do was separate and kill an injured Beastman out on a hunt, and let the others consume the evidence. I thought it was the best route among shit routes. Why did you bring Mel into this? To keep his mouth shut? Why did I? It was that fucking bookworm that thought to make a profit from this. He spits on the ground. What? So it was his idea? Aha, so it was Mel's idea, so Tonves was not blackmailing him or threatening him, or at least that's what I'm getting from this. Mel caught me returning with hide and bone at an odd hour, sussed it out before I could think of an excuse, and forced me to give him advance word of any killings for his little gambling operation. Bastard made me go after the larger and healthier Beastman, and for what? Just so that he could buck the odds and pocket more rings. I didn't have a choice. If I didn't kill the ones he wanted, he would expose me. So Mel did cheat the other gamblers. Do you truly believe this is the way to keep Bastard's Wound going? It sounds like Mel wasn't fully forthcoming. I'll need to speak with him before settling this matter. So Mel did cheat the other gamblers. I don't know what he told those gambling idiots. I'll just say this. Does he strike you as the particularly honest fellow? I wouldn't trust him. Well, I don't know about that, but he does look like a weakling, like a pussy. But other than that, but honest, I can't say. Well, whatever the case, it sounds like Mel wasn't fully forthcoming. I'll need to speak with him before settling this matter. You will? I figured you would just take my head and be done with it. Well, that idea did cross my mind. His lips come together to form a faint smile. Tonves' eyes suddenly widen in alarm, and he takes an instinctive step backwards. No. Mel's a crafty one. He's held the murders over my head ever since he found out. Threatened to reveal what I'd done to everyone. He'll have half of the wound up in arms over me. Tonves moves quickly to the forge, grabbing tools and weapons from nearby racks and tables. Are you gonna run away? I'm not running. Oh, okay. But I'm not going to give myself up to an angry mob. I'll head to the Oldwalls and wait for news from you. After you have talked to Mel, come find me. You already know where to go. He drops a well-worn hammer into a belt loop and rushes out of the forge. Okie dokie, so I guess we'll go to talk to Mel next and hear what he has to say. Maybe he's not that innocent as he appears to be. Never trust the sages, is what my character thinks. Fatebinder, you have returned. Indeed, I have. Is there anything I can help you with? I spoke with Tonves. He made it clear that you forced him to target the strongest beastmen, all for profit. He said that, did he? You need it clear again. I know an explanation is in order. Mel signs. Tonves never knew my true motivation, which was decidedly not in service of rings. When I confronted him about the killings, I saw an opportunity to turn his crimes into something that would help us all. He leans forward and lowers his voice. The wound's well-being is also my well-being, and I have seen what others have been happy to ignore. Not all of the Beastmen care for our current arrangement. When Reef-Talon was with us, she stamped down dissent within the Beastmen. This place may look like a miraculous experiment between our races, but its success rests upon a shaky foundation. Ever since she left, I have seen more of the dominant Beastmen voice concerns, even suggest that they leave us humans to fend for ourselves. That, of course, would be unmitigated disaster. I told Tonves that I would keep his secret, so long as I dictated which beastmen he would kill. Not surprisingly, the noisiest Woundkin were often the toughest, but that was purely a coincidence. These killings have kept the settlement going. I took no pleasure in it. That I gained a few rings in the process was entirely incidental. Yes, sure, of course. So, you and Tonves have been involved in highly illegal activities, including wasting a Fatebinder's time. I expect suitable payment to the court in recompense. In recompense. There we go. Tonves' acts, while deplorable, are needed to secure the water supply. Yours, however, have caused harm. You and Tonves are both helping the wound. If the beastmen abandon their duties, the settlement will fall. You may both continue, but exercise caution. Well, my character doesn't really care about the bastard's wound that much or its people. If they can't fend for themselves or defend themselves or feed themselves, then that's not our concern. Regardless of your intent, all this scheming stops now. Tonves' murders are wrong and must be put to an end. Your explanation is unsatisfactory in the eyes of the court. The law is clear, and you will cease all gambling on pain of death. Not sure what to do here exactly. Like I said, my character doesn't really care about the bastard's wound or its people that much. And she's not very strict when it comes to the law. This is not a terrible option. You and Tonves have been involved in highly illegal activities, including wasting a Fatebinder's time. I expect suitable payment to the court in recompense. You and Tonves are both helping the wound. I don't care about that. Regardless of your intent, all this scheming stops now. Tonves' murders are wrong and must be put to an end. This sounds too much like a good issues option if you want to be a good guy. Not saying that we are necessarily a bad guy, but then again, this is tyranny that we are talking about. Your explanation is unsatisfactory in the eyes of the court. I think this is the best option, the athletics one. You and Tonves have been involved in highly illegal activities, including wasting a Fatebinder's time. I expect suitable payment to the court in recompense. You conducted this investigation just to extract some rings? Well, not really, but you were just wasting my time. Mel offers you an incredulous scare, whatever that means. Very well, as you wish. Here, last month's profits in full. Well, damn, 2,000 rings, fuck yes. He reaches into a nearby pack and hands you a heavy sack. If there's nothing else, then I'm afraid I have some manifests that require my attention. Okay, so we got 2,000 rings, so how many rings that it is in total? I guess it was about 2 iron rings, I think, if my math is correct. Oh, and forgot to give the cat to Kills in Shadow. Let's see, what did you have? Minus 50% recovery time while has wounds. Okay, and immunity to poison. Okay, let's give it there. You hold on to the kitty. But we don't have the cat here anymore. No. Shame. Would have been nice to have a pet of some sort in this game, just like in Pillars of Eternity. Okay, and then I guess we go back to the Oldwalls and look for Tonves and tell him what we had just decided. Okay, so he should be here. There you are. There you are. I assume Mel didn't convince all of the wound to hang me. Tonves shifts uncomfortably and averts his gaze from the dead Beastwoman. How exactly do you lure Beastmen to this location? Yeah, whatever. I'm just a bit curious. The Woundkin trust me. I hunt and bleed with them, so asking one to follow me is a simple matter. His eyes flick down to the corpse for a moment. Tonves' face flushes a deep crimson. Human abuse is part of the hunt. Slow death is best remedy for such decisions. Any excuse will do. I just had to approach beastmen that were separated from their hunting parties and stay out of sight from the rest. Right, you son of a bitch. You have done a terrible thing. Many would call an execution here and now. Yeah, my character would too. Mel has his reasons for picking specific beastmen. Both of you are working for the good of the wound, so I expect it to continue. These killings are wrong and must stop. Because you had the wound's interest at heart, you may live, but must never set foot in the settlement again. So we will basically force him to go exile. You meant well, but that is no excuse for murder. For these crimes I must sentence you to death. You did the best you could when given a terrible choice. The killings must stop, but you may remain in the wound. You have done a terrible thing. Many would call an execution here and now, just. I thought it might come to this. He crouches down and strokes the corpse's blood-stained fur. I knew her and her cubs. Fierce warrior. She killed a lot of pain, which means she saved many lives. An uncontrollable tremor engulfs his hand. Tonves forces himself up and away from the Beastwoman, unable to hide the anguish on his face. I betrayed her and so many others. Jaspers may have demanded it, but he didn't guide my hand when I slew them. I accept your judgment, whatever it is. This life is far cry from anything I have ever wanted. If you send me to the void, well, at least I won't have to spend my days pretending not to hate myself. Well, okay, so at least I won't feel that bad when I pick this option. You meant well, but that is no excuse for murder. For these crimes I must sentence you to death. I think that this is the best option here. That suits my character as well. She doesn't exactly like murderers like this. You're allowed to kill only in real combat. But he didn't kill this Woundkin in fair combat. He just assassinated them like a cowardly rogue or something. But let's look at the other options just in case one more time. Well, this is also not a too terrible option. These killings are wrong and must stop. Because you had the wound's interest at heart, you may live, but must never set foot in the settlement again. You did the best you could when given a terrible choice. The killings must stop, but you may remain in the wound. But then again, well, I was about to just execute him. But then I thought that if it really was Jaspers who told Tonves to kill the beastmen for their claws and fangs or whatever to cleanse the water, I guess I can't really blame Tonves too much. The real bad guy here is Jaspers. He gave the order to kill the beastmen, but he didn't actually get his hands dirty. Now that is very, well, dirty. And we don't like that one bit. But So let's spare this guy, but the question is, should we force him to go exile, or should we allow him to stay in the wound? He is very important to the people of the wound, I'm sure. If I pick this option, I assume that this basically means that, well, both of you are working for the good of the wound, so I expect it to continue. So basically, this would mean is that you are allowed to now kill some more for the good of the wound. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay, this is a bit harder than I expected it to be. The killing must stop, but you may remain in the wound. You must leave and never set a foot in the settlement again. Maybe it's just best if we exile him. And besides, I don't think that Tonves can really look his Woundkin Beastman in the eye ever again after killing their only God knows how many brethren of theirs behind their backs. So let's just exile him. These killings are wrong and must stop. Because you had the wound's interests at heart, you may live, but must never set foot in the settlement again. It's a fair judgment, Fatebinder. I was never suited for this kind of work, and nothing here ever sat right with me. With head bowed and eyes closed, the apprentice slowly nods. Guess I needed a shove in the right direction. I can only hope the wound will find a way forward in my absence. Well, let's hope so. Okay, and that's now done. Should I go and talk to Siperos now and mention him this? I think I'm gonna do just that, but wait, what's with this formation? Kills in shadow should be at the front. Here we go. So let's go back to Siperos and see if he's willing to talk this time. Okay, then all the way to Siperos, and I think that we can use this teleporter again to go after Inspic Moniker this time.
Sorry, I can't.
But hey, we are about to find out very soon. Alright, you big baby. Willing to talk? Leave me, Fatebinder. I have far too much to do and nothing left to say to you. Well, goddammit. I mean, we have so many reasons to kill this guy, and yet the game doesn't allow us to. Well, I'm sure that we can fight and kill him at some point eventually, but not just quite yet. Okay, so can we now use this teleporter to get back to the corridor with the fire barrier? Nope. Nope. Why do we have vision here? I don't get that. I don't think we have even been there before. Just to double check if there's anything else here that we have missed. Maybe a button or something. Nope. Now let's see. Let's check one thing real fast. So this is Inspic Moniker's talisman that we picked up in the last episode. This small stone is covered with blood chanter markings. What's this? Warden's Key. Warden's Key are used by the denizens and beastmen of Bastard to Wound to make traveling through the Oldwalls easier. Created by Siperos and Wagstaff, they allow the holder to use beacons and switches from a distance. Okay. Well, okay. Well, let's leave this place for now. So maybe can we do anything with it? No, I was just wondering. I was just wondering that maybe we could have used the talisman or whatever on this teleporter, and make it teleport us to the back to the corridor with the fire barrier blocking the way. But apparently we can't do that. But how about we use that another teleporter like this one over here. Oh wait, Inspic Monikers.
Keep eyes and ears open.
Oh, she's here. Inspic Moniker is back. Let's see, can we talk to her? Fatebinder, always a delight. Inspic Moniker nods cordially. I need access to the Oldwalls teleporter. I was told you have the keystones that opens it. Yeah, I have got it. The rock's been entrusted to me for safekeeping. Why should I let some outsider take it off my hands? Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe because I'm a motherfucking Fatebinder, that's why. Because you'll be deprived of those hands if you don't give it up. I don't have time for this. I have important business in the Oldwalls on behalf of our in the behalf of your settlement even. Do the words blood farm mean anything to you? Give me the stone. Let's go with the athletics one. Because you'll be deprived of those hands if you don't give it up. Compelling point. Of all the things to die over, this isn't it. She unwraps a keystone and hands it over to you with a sneer. But the party has received Bastion's Wood Oldwalls keystone. Watch out for the sleepless while you are down there. Do us all a favor and put a few out of their misery. She sneers and backs away. Well, we'll see about that. If they are hostile, then might as well. Okay, so can we use this teleporter here? Looks like we can. Yeah, let's use the keystone. Alright, now let's see if this will bring us to the corridor with the fire barrier. Assume that the fire barrier is still there now that Inspic Moniker is back. Oh. Okay, so we go to the abyss. Water floods even the deepest passages in the Bastard's Wound Oldwalls. Only the mystic lanterns of the ancient illuminate these depths. Little sound mars the air, save the moans of sleepless and the wail of the bane. Sounds very spooky. Now this is a completely different place. So, Beastwoman Elementalist, Juggernaut, a Forgebound Apprentice, Veteran. Well, they are still Bastion to wound people and not sleepless, I take it. But what about that one? Skirmisher. We have come a long way to find you. Shouting at the beast lurking in the alcove above, the man beckons to her with a wicked smile. What, is that Reef-Talon up there? Oh wait, where was I? The man beckons to her with a wicked smile. Why don't you save us all the trouble and come down here? His companions shift nervously, hands upon the hilts of their weapons. Oh hey, it is Reef-Talon. The massive Beastwoman rises from her haunches, revealing an intricate array of painted symbols that race busily across her entire body. Can smell desire for blood on human's breath. Can see intent in deceitful eyes. Scamper, run, flee, now, before Reef-Talon separates flesh from bone. We only want what's best for the wound. Jaspers has a plan to help everyone, but he needs your help. Come, let us talk this over like civilized folk. There's no need. Leave now, while hunters have legs. See sleepless in Oldwalls. Husked ones step and stumble, hearts beating without purpose. Go now. Avoid same dreamless fate. Return to... She cuts herself off, sniffing the air intently. She drops down upon all fours, eyes snapping in your direction. The Fatebinder. Reef-Talon can wait. What? What, we are fighting these people all of a sudden? Okay. So these guys were sent by Jaspers, I take it. Okay, so who's here? Oh, we are here. Okay. That was unexpected. Do that, and... Oh, it's been such a long time since last time we had a combat, and we had a battle. I think we haven't had any combat situations in the last 3 episodes or so. So I'm gonna have to remind myself how to fight. Okay, stun these 2. You buff kills in shadow.
Feels good.
Feels good. Although you are getting damaged quite a bit. Now this is a combo ability. Just what did this do again? A 2-hit claw attack. The first hit dazes the target and the second hit weakens them. Okay, sounds good. I would like to go here and give my allies some more damage with this, but at the same time I'm blocking these two guys' path to get here, so I have to stay here. What did this do? Create a powerful nova of water that repels all nearby enemies, pushing them back a fair distance. Okay. Well, let's use what was it called? Mother's Embrace. Yeah.
Got it.
And she's getting pounded very hard. Give her the seal. And we just trust this one.
Done.
But Kills in Shadow sure is getting hit very hard here right now. Give armor. This is once per rest, don't want to use that. Return to the source. Ep summons water from the target's blood and tissue. It then erupts out of them in a surge, deal massive damage in the process. Yeah, that sounds very brutal. Let's use that. As for you... let's wait a little bit. Okay, drink that now. And ignite brand. Yep. Holy crap! It's showing meteorites. 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 How are you supposed to pronounce them? Or just fireballs. Meteoroids. Can I please give the seal? What do you mean you can't? Or was it the wrong? Oh wait, I already gave the seal. Damn. Heal everyone. Shit. I must have been too slow. She fell. Okay, well let's revive her. Stun this one. This one is about to die, so that's something.
Watch and learn.
There we go. Good. Now, could you please revive Kills in Shadow, please?
Good as new.
Stun this one. And we stun this one. Sunder.
Sorry, I can't.
Then Trust. Heal Ep. You use that.
I can't take much more of this.
Seal yourself.
Slippery ride for Beastwoman.
Buff Kills in Shadow. Kills in Shadow, go and attack this one, please. Lantern is in deep trouble. Actually, use this. Never mind. I feel very rusty right now. It's just a long time since last time we had combat. But what did this do? Magic Seal. Seal the target's magical energy, interrupting them and preventing them from casting spells. Okay. But I don't think that really helps us right now. Our firebrand is gone. Come on, attack.
Stop dodging strike from rending claws.
Mother's Embrace. What did this do again? Oh, okay, it was a life leech thingy. Let's done that.
By your command.
Powerful kills in shadow.
We're doing fine. Although, should I? No, I don't think we need to drink a potion here. Oh, Epi's down. Shit. Okay, just to play it safe.
I got it.
Yeah, this fight went absolutely terribly. I was not expecting a fight. Not with these guys. Open the path to Reef-Talon. Okay. Did they drop anything? Well, we got a lasso torch key, so that's something. But yeah, our party is in terrible condition, so we have to rest, but that's completely fine. We got 6 camp supplies anyway. There. And Kills in Shadow got a level. Okay, what does she need? What does she need the most? More health would be nice. Either more damage or bonus health and stuff. You know what? Let's give her more damage and make her kill things faster. And yeah, I know that you still got that 1 point, but I kinda wanna save that for this, so we can pick this up next time when we got a level, and we got 2 points here. Oh, and of course, talent. Okay, so more survival would be nice. Greatly improves unarmed damage. Increases the attack distance of Kills in Shadow's unarmed attacks. That sounds very nice too. Gain a bonus to subterfuge skill. While stealthed, gain 100% hit precision. While in the party, Kills in Shadow provides a bonus experience gained, subterfuge, unarmed, and one-handed skills. Roar at the targeting cone, frightening them. If this ability is used from stealth, the foes will be terrified instead. Disembowel. Use both claws to rip the target's stomach wide open. Damn. Dealing best of slash pierce damage and leaving the target bleeding. Yeah, fuck it, let's pick that. That sounds brutal. Okay, so we have to use the torch key, which has got to one of these things.
More beacons to fiddle with. With which to fiddle? Seriously, Lantry, sober up.
Yeah, indeed. Sober up, man. Okay, and we can put lasso torch key to all 3 of these. I thought we had only one of these keys. Well, nothing happened. Oh, she's back. The Beastwoman races towards the edge of the platform, eyes fixated on the bleeding bodies at your feet. She digs her front claws into the stone, but instead of twisting her body to descend the wall, she rakes against the surface in frustration. No, no! Will not perform mending rites again. Hunter's lifeblood must flow. Quick, quick, away from Reef-Talon's touch. She snaps her head towards you, a low rumble emanating from the back of her throat. They called human Fatebinder. Well, what does Fatebinder want? I'm not with these people, I'm here to find a way to help the wound. You are needed back at Bastard's Wound, I have come to find you. So these are basically the same thing, but... But I'm not with these people, that's true. But this also makes me sound like I'm actually caring about the Bastard's Wound, which I or she doesn't. You are needed back at Bastard's Wound. I have come to find you. Reef-Talon already tried to help Wound, but now skulks in depths like a wretched creature. She shakes her head vigorously from side to side. Beastwoman does not deserve life. Has abandoned cubs and Wound, and now only mother to sleepless. Reef-Talon's new brood clings to life, but knows not why. dreamless, visionless, purposeless, like Beastwoman now. She growls and leaps backwards, continuing to eye you with suspicion. Fatebinder smells of outside, can bring only danger. She slashes the stone floor, sending chunks of the masonry tumbling down towards you. Go back to Wound, to safe lands above. Leave a Reef-Talon to the pit. Leave with Scourge and Sleepless. She pawns along the floor and turns her back to you, bounding off into the darkness. Well, okay, I wasn't expecting her to be willing to come back, otherwise she would have done so by herself already. But now what? Did I have to put the what was it? Lasso keystone to all of these three, but in the right order? Or I might have to. Oh, there's. Oh, these are the sleepless ones and Bane. Okay. So I might have to go back to Bastard's Wound and tell someone. Oh, what now? Okay. There's a thing. As you consider the distance between you and the Oldwalls mechanism, you feel a slight warmth emanate from the Warden's key. Okay. Oh, there's another teleporter there. I was about to say that maybe I should go back to Bastard's Wound and talk to someone like Mel, and maybe he could give us an advice or something, but Okay, that did absolutely tickle squat. I was wondering, can we jump?
Cannot. Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Didn't think so. But there's another teleporter there.
Right.
Or can we use this? No, I don't think so. We can only go back. Only go back to the Bastard's Wound. Is there anything that I have missed? No, doesn't look like it. Or can I... Aha! I could do it all the way from there. Okay. So that's what the game tried to tell me. Okay. There's quite a few people there. Some sleepless folk who could actually hurt, and wisps, but I'm not too worried about them. But before we go in there and possibly lose terribly, I'm gonna save just in case. Okay, let's go. Or actually, before we go, maybe I should eat something first. Well, it doesn't hurt to do that. Oh, you got nothing. And you... I don't know, eat that. Alright, let's go. Okay, we're gonna slam this guy in the face with our shield. And you... This has 51 second cooldown. Attack this one. Lantry, give everyone some armor. And we stun this one. Did you use the... actually, yes, you did. Okay. Give buff kills in shadow. And we give everyone some more damage. And Kills in Shadow is already in trouble. Heal her. Holy shit, holy shit. Drink a potion quickly. And you seal her. If only we had lots of burst damage, that would be great. Maybe kill the wisp first. I may even be forced to use Stalwart Surge, and it's once per rest ability. What's this? Immobilize and terrify enemies within a cone. Well, let's see if this helps anything. Let's see if that helps. What was this? Brahana and Lan. Yeah, a combo ability. Create a slowing aura around a party member. Foes within range of the aura are slowed. When party members move inside the aura, they will have the hostile effect suspended. Nice. And you... Mother's Embrace on this one. Let's try to get this guy out of the picture. Sunder. Kills in Shadow is not in a very good spot right now. Maybe this will help a little bit.
As you command.
Heal her quickly. Fuck it, let's use this. There, that might have saved her. Seal her. Stun her. Actually, she's already stunned. They are all stunned, actually. Well, of course they are, because I used the ability just now. Mother's Embrace. Clawed attack.
I'm enjoying the time. I know my own strength.
There we go. Holy shit. Even though she got healed from those kills, she's still that low. Even Verse is tankier than that.
Use more than 5 fingers.
There we go. Okay, we had to use the Stalwart Surge, which is quite bad. But at least we got 5 more camping supplies, so we can rest if we need to. Skirmisher armor, light armor, leather. Not good for you, and not good for you either. But I do want to see what it looks like. This could be good. No, that piece of gear could be good for Verse. Just want to see what it looks like. Hey, that actually looks kind of fancy. But yeah, you're still gonna walk around without any clothes there. Yeah. I don't want you to lose any recovery. Okay.
Right.
So we got this teleporter. I wonder where that leads. This is actually quite a big place now that I look at it. Ah, okay, it didn't open this door. It just raised the bridge. Maybe if I had another torch key, we could have pressed this button and then go inside there. I can see that there's a one of those Bane prison thingies there. So where does this lead? Aha, we are here. That's the place where the there's the ginger Beastwoman. The heck is that? You see a worn down and faded rune embedded into the wall. It is currently impossible to decipher what the rune is. Ah, it's one of those. Lantry's Voice of Ages talent is required to learn this spell rune. Ah, okay. God damn it, why didn't I... Okay, let's check the... Where is it? Where is the talent? It was here, I think. I think it was here somewhere. Oh wait, I'm looking at Ep's talents here. Okay, where was it? Voice of Ages. So it's this. Voice of Ages. Okay. And there's more. Oh, these. Oh, that guy is not hostile, but there is a Malice. Gotta love those. And we can get to the other side over there, I'm sure. But I'm gonna save again at this point. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I want Brahana to go in there all by herself, and Kills in Shadow stays here.
Demonstration of our power is in order.
Okay, and then use Mother's Embrace. This talent should have the AoE, the AoE splash damage thingy, so that should help a lot. Buff her. We buff her, Kills and Shadows damage and also ours. Then we try to stun these guys here. You give us armor. Kill the Scourge quickly. Yeah, kill that quickly. Yeah, Phantom Bolt. And throw a pen.
I'll take care of it.
And here, what did this do? Siphon might, finesse, and resolve from enemies in a cone and channel it back to you for a brief time. I'm not in a very good position right now to drain it from as many enemies as possible. But I'm just gonna keep them busy for now. Let's use that.
Will do.
Oh shit, that was a nasty knockback, but at least we can use this now, I think. Okay, so we need to kill this one fast. Except that, is this one? No, it's not immune to. It's not immune to. What is it called? Lightning damage. Okay, it's dead now. Good. Now, Olantry is terrified, I guess. That's or confused. That's why we can't control him now. Use that, and we. Shame that we can't use the Stalwart Surge right now. Did you use this? Nope. You didn't because you got knocked back. Mother's Embrace.
It's time to
Okay, Lantry, seal me. And this. Yeah, let's do that.
Ready?
And you heal yourself.
Humans did not see Beastwoman's miss. Nope.
Yeah, I know that it's cool looking spell and everything, but be done with it already and attack. Do something. Attack those two. Buff kills in Shadow. Start that. You. Let's try to kill this sorcerer's Savant first.
By your command.
Throw a pen. And seal. Do we still have a seal? No. More Mother's Embraces. Okay, one down. Good.
I'm enjoying this a bit too much.
There we go. Now we are talking. We lost the seal, but that's fine.
I'll take care of it.
That's completely fine. Stun that malice bitch. But then again, it's immune to shock damage. Damn it. But I think we can at least still stun it, right?
It's a tough job
Yes.
being so remarkable all the time.
Yeah, we can stun it at least. And then do this so we can interrupt it even more.
Hey, nobody saw that, right?
Oh, I didn't
take
say
care of
anything. And then this one Razor Scout. Why is he all blue? Oh, it's the clothes. I thought his skin was blue. It's off.
It's not right. Human smells only half revolting. He's missing sense.
I don't know, maybe they took a bath. And then there's this random sleepless guy. But you got a level. Let's see. Ability and spell cooldown, yes, always. We're gonna pick that. And as for talents, let's see. Gain a bonus to damage dealt by magic staves, nope. While in combat, Ebb grants herself and nearby allies a bonus to movement speed. Mother's breath. Create a thick fog that reduces enemy accuracy and grants a bonus to the party's subterfuge. This could actually be very interesting. Afflictions applied to Ebb have their durations reduced. Okay, well, let's pick that. That sounds more interesting. Okay, and who are you? I have lost it. Gone. Gone. Forever lost. A glassy-eyed man sways on his feet. His countenance sickly pale and ashen have circles gliding into the undersides of his eyes. He stares forward, gaze unfocused, seemingly unaware of your presence. It must be in the water. I should keep swimming. Swimming. Always upstream. As you step closer, he turns to face you and squints his eyes. You there, have you seen it? Well, what are you looking for? The bane are everywhere. How do you survive down here? You don't seem well. Let me end your search. Well, I don't want to kill him straight away. Well, at least not yet. So what are you looking for? His brow furrows as he confronts your question. I knew just a moment ago. I lost something important. I did. I'm so tired. How long have I been... He trails off, unable to complete his thought. Damn, he must be tired. The bane are everywhere. How do you survive down here? Bane. His irises wander to the corners of his eyes, as if doing so would reveal creatures hidden beside him. Oh, they don't pay us any mind. Not anymore. Lullaby tells them no. Lullaby protects. Lullaby? Who or what is Lullaby? She watches from the deep, deep dark. Her song is sweet and makes all the evil people go to sleep. Lullaby protects. You're not talking about Reef-Talon, are you? Lullaby protects. Sounds like they have their own little craven ash. How quaint. Yeah. Yeah, you don't seem well. You actually look tired as hell. He blinks at you without comprehension. I'm awake, aren't I? This isn't a dream. He reaches out and grasps your shoulder loosely, then firmly. My thoughts come and go, and I sometimes can't tell if I still live. He pats himself on the cheek several times. He pats himself on the cheek. He pats himself on the cheek several times, each with increasing intensity. I'm here. I'm here. I'm still here. I'm one of the afflicted. The sleepless, I think what they call us. It was Reef-Talon. Her touch healed me, stopped the blood from spilling out. He runs his hand along a vicious-looking scar, bisecting his chest. She took something in exchange. I'm alive enough to know I'm hollow. He stops and scrutinizes his hands. Hollow. Hollow. As he raises his head, his eyes show no signs of recognition. Have you seen it? I have lost something. Oh, here we go again. Should I just kill him and put him out of his misery? I don't know. I don't know would my character do that. It could be seen as an act of mercy in a sense. But at the same time, my character doesn't go killing random people she meets. No matter how crazy or tired they might be. Let's just leave him for now. I don't know what to do with him.
Will do.
What do we have here? Oh, some some gems and iron ingots, that's nice.
Words cannot express how little I want your junk.
Oh, Ep. Let's jump to the other side.
Ahead! Paintball made of old pawpaw scratches. Down here. Quick! Must look closer.
Okay, but can any of you folks disarm this? Oh, yes, okay. Good. What do we have here? It looks like a map of some kind. These look like the old walls. These are spires, and they are carried by beastmen. Maybe some of the sleepless ones drew this. Oldwalls mural. An ancient mural is painted onto the wall. The mural before you depicts two beastmen-like figures rising from the floor, larger than life in stature and presence. They both carry upon their backs massive, rectangular tower-like structures. Between the columns are what look like corridors of the old walls, twisting and turning at right angles. Strewn throughout the corridors are dashes of colors, blues, whites, and purples twisting in spirals, reminiscent of the Bane. Though crafted with primitive pigments, the mural is festooned with small details. Further examination will likely glean additional information. Examine the beastman. The two figures depicted on either side of the structure are drawn in remarkable detail. Their proportions and anatomy seem nearly identical to beastmen. The two have expressive faces. The right-hand beast is anxious and worried. The left-hand beast appears salivating for a fight. Both forms appear to be bracing against the structure, and taken as a pair, their posture suggests they are holding up or supporting the structure between them. Beastmen built old walls. Proof right here. I don't know, Killshin Shadow. I don't think that this actually proves that Beastmen actually built the old walls. I highly doubt that. So examine the old walls section in detail. Sandstone-colored borders define the edges of the structure supported by the beastmen. The cross-section reminds you of vertical maps drawn of the old walls. A confusing series of connected corridors and passageways rises from floor to ceiling, all of it saturated with cloudy streaks of blue, red, and purple. You can't help but notice the swirling colors of the shapes in the cross-section are also seen painted throughout the two beastmen, suggesting Bane or the tattoos of such creatures running down their limbs. The color choice and claws mean only thing, Bane. But I'm guessing you found that conclusion already. Indeed we did, old pal. The mural is complicated and layered, but has likely received as comprehensive an examination as is possible for the moment. Whomever painted this mural seems to suggest that the beastmen support the old walls, or maybe contain the Bane. What do you think it's trying to say? I think this mural supposes that beastmen built or at least maintained these old walls. I wouldn't go as far as to say that they actually built this place, but yeah, at least they are maintaining it. The Bastard's Wound beastmen are maintaining it anyway, or at least protecting the place from the Bane. I think it's showing a mystical link between beastmen and Bane, old walls and spire. It's all connected. If you look past the beasts, I think it's suggesting the spires are powered by the Bane coursing through the old walls. Possibly. It's an ancient statement of purpose. Beastmen are meant to fight Bane. I wouldn't say that. Clear silently. I'm not sure what it all means. Enough speculation, let's move on. Well, let's see. What would my character think? My character is a rather, well, simple person, and doesn't tend to think about these things too deeply. It's an ancient statement of purpose. Beastmen were meant to fight Bane. Yeah, I think that sounds like my character. May not be right, most likely not, but that's what my character thinks. The sages have long noted that beastmen are almost suicidally brave against the Bane, yet run from humans smaller than them. That sort of courage is a little peculiar, wouldn't you say? Satisfied with your investigation, you step away from the mural and leave its nuance for the next traveler to ponder. As you turn away from the mural, Kills in Shadow sniffs at the ancient stone and paint a few more times before turning to follow in your lead. Maybe Kills in Shadow knows more than she's giving away. Or maybe not. Okay, heavy cloth bracers. Okay, I don't think that these are... Yeah, we already have these actually. Can we do anything else with this? No. Just wanted to make sure. And I'm starting to lose my voice again here. I'm gonna end the episode soon, but let's go and scout ahead a little bit more. And those prisons are gonna break the moment I go down there. I just know it. And light armor boots. Wait, who am I looking at here? Okay. I was comparing to Brihanna's boots. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that these are good for her. These could be good for Verse, possibly. Okay. I kind of...
Sorry, I can't.
Oh wait, we can't go down there.
Can't do that.
Why? Because
Can't do that.
Why? Because there's water? It's not even that deep. It's not that deep, and my characters are too afraid to go down there. Well, Jesus. I guess none of my characters can swim. Well, maybe Epi's the only one who can.
Nope, sorry.
Okay, you can't swim either. What a typecaster you are. Okay, but we can't do anything down here, not just yet anyway. Nothing new here, just wanted to double check. I don't really feel like killing him, even if it could be an act of mercy. But my character doesn't just go kill random people, as long as they are not bothering her. Well, I guess that there's nothing else that we can do here at the moment, so let's just leave for now. Okay, let's look around a little bit before I end the episode. So we can go here now.
Follow quietly. Paw, soft, soft, soft.
Now let's be a bit more stealthy. Can open this. These are going to break the moment I touch this, I'm sure. And there's some statue there holding something. Just looking around a little bit. Okay. I'm quite sure that the moment I touch this, there's gonna be another fight. So, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna save this real fast, and let's see if I'm right. The crystal in the beacon is not responding to torch keys from these old walls. What?
Can't do that.
And they are not exploding when I'm going near them. Okay. Or maybe it's because we are stealth. Never mind. Okay, so there's nothing that we can do here yet. We don't have the right torch key. Can we do anything else with this? No, there's also this room, but we can't get in there. Not yet. And that's just a random loot box. Okay, I guess that we have to go back there, and there must be something that we are able to do there. There must be a torch key down there that we can pick up, so let's go back. Okay, so and that was nothing important. So we have to. Can we just do this from a distance? Oh yes, we can, just like we could earlier. Oh, for the love of... Okay. Okay. And what about over there? So let's go back. Jump across this. Okay, can we do this? Yes, we can, but what about this? Oh, we can press it all the way from here. Okay. Oh yeah, because we have... What was it? Because we have the Warden's Key. Created by Jaspers and Wagstaff, they allow the holder to use beacons and switches from a distance. Yeah, that's why we can do this. Oh my. More sleepless? Centurion. Aren't these... Ah, Wagstaff's people. There's the bastard! Just as Wagstaff said, scanning the area for Bane, the heavily armed man signals his companion to draw their weapons. Nothing personal, just a job that needs doing. Well, what? Reef-Talon is ours, and we can't have you hunting our prize. His allies below boisterously in support, banging their weapons against breastplates and shields. Don't worry, we'll kill you quicker than the Bane would. Such a courtesy is the least we can do. Right, I wonder if we can intimidate these guys. Throw a rubble at Mercenary's head. Step aside, is this really how you want to die? Come and try to stop me. Throw a rubble at Mercenary's head. I wonder if this will make them flee or kill the guy. How many they are? 6. Okay. So it's 6 versus 4. I would love it if we could make it 5 versus 4. That would be more fair. Let's just throw the rubble at the Mercenary's head. That sounds like fun. You grab a heavy stone fragment from the damp floor and hurl it towards one of the soldiers, smashing him in the head with a resounding crack. Ouch. Well, he's dead for sure. His body goes limp and crashes to the floor, shaking momentarily before going still. Weapons drawn, the remaining warriors charge forward. Wagstaff has lots to answer for. Not that I trusted him from the beginning, but still. Okay, do that. Give us armor. And you... Okay, attack this. At least these two are originally from Scarlet Chorus, I can tell from their outfits. Attack this one. And you stun this Reaver.
On it.
If you can. Buff kills in shadow. You buff our damage. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have said before they died. Their famous last words. Go a bit closer there. Then use this. This. Which one? This Scarlet Chorus guy is about to die. Oh my god! Holy shit! That hurt. That was nasty. Mother's Embrace, and you heal. Actually, no. I think that Ep is going to be fine. We need to keep our front line as healthy. And Sunder Sorcerer 7th. Is this guy holding a... I was wondering whether this guy here had a quill as well. He kind of looks like a quill, like what Lantry is using.
Got it.
Don't forget this!
Now that I mentioned it, Lantry has not have any other weapons besides the quill. He has had that same quill from the very beginning of the game, and that's because that quill has the special ability that Lantry can use life spells, and thus spells like Restoring Touch, and if he gets rid of and if he is not using the quill, then he can't use life spells, and thus not this spell. That's why he has had it from the very beginning. And I have been trying to find a merchant who sells life spell sigils or whatever they are called, so we could learn that, and then Lantry could use life spells by default and doesn't need the quill anymore. But so far I haven't found it. Anyway, enough about that. This one should die. It should die, so we shouldn't be able. So we shouldn't need to heal her. Actually, you know what? Let's just give her the seal just in case. There we go. These guys are quite weak. Well, at least the Scarlet Chorus guys are. Well, they're not part of the Scarlet Chorus anymore, but you know what I mean. Used to be part of Incipit Moniker's gang before Wagstaff wiped out half of the gang, and then they joined him. Because weak follow the strong and all that stuff. Yeah, buffer. Stop that. This fight is going surprisingly well.
Watch it.
There we go.
Wait, I did that? Nice!
Continue searching for the remaining torch keys. Okay. Did they drop anything? Sorcerer 7th Boots. We lose some recovery with that, so I'm not a huge fan. Nope.
Fears and Shadow understands.
And there's another... And here's another teleporter thingy here. But it's not activated yet. Okay, we have explored about half of this area. Shh. Let's see, is there any enemies here?
Water smells of mountain river source, but here, sterile stink. Only scraps of living.
Okay, let's see what's in here. No, nothing so interesting. Can we use our torch key on this one? Maybe lower these stairs. Oh, there's a prison mirror thingy there. And judging from the color, there's going to be at least like one malice thingy there. Those malice guys are always a huge pain in the ass. But I'm gonna end this episode here. As you may have noticed earlier, I have started to lose my voice a bit early on in this episode for some reason. I guess I'm still a bit tired, I guess. But I wanted to play regardless. And we have made some nice progress. And in the next episode, we are obviously going to continue exploring these old walls. And maybe in the next episode we can finally confront what was her name? Reef-Talon? Yeah, we can finally find and confront Reef-Talon, and then try to convince her to come back to the Bastard's Wound. So that's my plan for the next episode, but hey, we'll see what happens. So, until then, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Tyranny, Bastard's Wound.